Hi, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a 3D bow out of gel polish. So, I am going to use the brand new Urban Graffiti gel polish range, which I adore. The pigment is amazing. You will not get any better pigment in any other gel polish. Believe me, I've tried. I'm going to put on the darker colour to start with, which is the purple, which is A0501. So one coat of this, I will cure it. And then I will do a second coat, and I'm not going to cure that layer. These polishes are a pure gel, so you get some gel polishes that smell like nail varnish, and they're basically part gel, part nail varnish, and you get quite a lot of wrinkling. Sometimes you get wrinkling if you put it on too thick or you haven't cured it enough, and you can have issues with it. Whereas the Urban Graffiti new collection is pure gel. You won't have any problems curing it or anything. It's amazing. Right, so we've got A0586, A0968, and one out of the shimmer collection, we've got A0850. We're just going to use a little bit of this. So I'm going to use a bit of backing paper from the Sculpting Forms, just to do a little dot of each one. I say little dot, it's just a splodge. It's not a dot because it's clearly not round. Just a little splodge of colour with a dotting tool. Just going to put a few dots of colour just to this corner. And with your dotting tool, you're going to run through that.
Ah, so it creates a marbling effect.
Yeah.
It's like water marbling without getting wet.
Water marbling without the mess. So just a little bit of marbling. Just want to drag that down a little bit. So you can't cure that second layer, because if you're marbling with a few different colours, you need the bottom layer to be wet as well, so you get the marbling effect. If you did it on an already cured polish, you wouldn't be able to drag through the same at all, and it would be more lumpy bumpy as well. I'm going to cure that now. I'm going to seal this with the Urban Graffiti gel polish top coat. Nice thin layer. Make sure all the sides are capped. Cure that. This is just the base for our 3D gel polish bow. For the bow, you're going to get the backing from the Sculpting Form. When I say that, I do not want you to use this side. You need to use the side that the Sculpting Form was on. It is a little bit more shinier. You can feel that this is shinier than this. So it needs to be that side. So when you get your form, make sure that you take your form off and use that side. Yeah? That side. Not that side. Comprende? What we're going to do now is we're going to make a rectangle of top coat. And I want you to brush it, and you need to check that it has no holes in it. If it does, you're going to have to brush through again, because it will want to separate a little bit. So just add a little bit more top coat if it starts to separate. You want a rough rectangle shape. And this is the A0586, and we're going to do one coat over the top of the rectangle that you've done. So I'm doing this colour because I want it to stand out from the background. Second coat of this colour. Then the previous colours that we used on the actual nail, so the purple and that lavender and this sort of sparkly white, you want those out and ready. Dotting tool. And you're going to dot colour randomly, just like we did on the tip. Don't worry about being messy. It's allowed. It's allowed to be messy when you do this. You're going to get your dotting tool and pull through all your dots. I like to go one way and then the other. And I'm going to put a bit of pink there. And a bit of white, a bit of white sparkle. Now you don't want to work it too much. Now just let that settle a little bit. The reason I want it to settle a little bit is because I don't want no lines in the actual gel. So you want it to soft level a little bit. Then we're going to cure that. So now I'm going to put a coat of top coat, just like you would do if it was on a nail. So now you're going to peel off your little creation. So we just stick it on the nail like that. There you are. Woo! Amazing. That's not what we're going to do. So just cut off the uneven end of that. And then we're going to cut. I'm going to do it this way because I can see a little bit better. I'm going to cut a thin strip here. And we will use that later. And then we're going to cut a shape that I think looks like a bikini or a Barbie's bikini. You all know what I mean in a minute. And I'm going to start by, let's just neaten that a minute. You don't need to, but it just makes me feel a bit better if I can judge a little bit better. So this would be the middle, so I've just marked that. So I'm going to do, now if you've watched the acrylic 3D bows, you'll know what shape I'm about to cut. Don't worry if you don't get the shape bob on first. By bob on, I mean perfect. So we're mirroring the shape both sides. I taught this in a class the other day and somebody said to me, so you could sit and make these and have them pre-made and put them on. I said, yeah, if you have that time in your life.
Or children.
I do not have that time in my life. I would make them there and then for the person. So we're going to open it, turn it over. So we've gone from this, turn it over, because I think it looks like a bikini. See, it looks like a bikini top.
For a Barbie.
For a Barbie? Yeah. And then we're going to fold these over till the points meet the middle. And then this is the tricky bit. This part you need patience for. So a little bit of glue on that side. You're going to do one at a time. And we're going to pair tweezers and hold that. Let that set. So this is brush on glue. It's not the brush on resin, it's the brush on glue. The brush on resin would take too long to set. So that's that side, and now we're going to do this side. Let that set. While that's setting, here's a little bit that we cut before. And I'm just going to have a quick measure. What do we need? What part do we use? That part. So we've got this middle bit that we've cut. I like to use tweezers, and you can see that that's going to go just there. And we're going to attack it. We're not going to attack it. We are going to attach it with brush on glue. This is also a part where you need patience and not want to slat it across the room. So a bit of glue either side, and pick up your piece, place it on, and once you think it's set, to about 30 seconds or so, you can have a little look at that. That's so pretty. What we're going to do now is we're going to attach it to the nail with acrylic. I am going to use acrylic. We're going to use clear acrylic. I've got some high-speed liquid in my dampen dish. I want it to set quickly. I will need some tweezers, any old tweezers. They don't have to be sharp or anything like that. And we're going to put it there. So we're working with the angles that we've already created. So we've created this angle. You don't have to put it at this angle. You can do it straight. You could do your marble straight. You could even blend your marble up the nail. You can really get creative with this. So place your bow on. Press it down into your acrylic. Remove any excess. So you can see why I used a different colour. You could use the same colour. You don't have to. Shall I show them the nail that I did earlier? It's the same colour. So you've got the same colour bow as the nail. So you could do it like that. I just wanted to do something a little bit more adventurous, shall we say. I'm going to make it more wearable by filling in the underside with a bit of acrylic. Same on this side. So just underneath here. Once that's dried, we will put on some brush on glue, which will make this go more transparent so it doesn't look so ugly. And then in the loops of the bow, we're going to pop a little bit of acrylic, so it's all in a place that you can't necessarily see. So you've still got, you know, that beautiful, neat bow. And I think it looks really cool in gel polish because it's so neat, it's shiny. Whereas if you do an acrylic bow, which I also love as well, it's not shiny and not so crisp. So from the top, you can't really see that. You'd have to really look at it to see that acrylic sitting inside, and it's going to make it more stable, stronger, last longer. I do want to put a little smidge underneath that loop I'm going to let that just feed down. And because it's gel polish, it's very, very easy to clean up on. So I'm pushing that down, and then I can clean up any mess, any sort of residue or anything with my brush, and it'll slide straight off the gel polish. So we put some brush on glue on. See how that goes transparent now? You can't really see the acrylic. And I'm going to do the same wherever I can see a bit of acrylic. So just in the loops a little bit. Just putting a little bit of cuticle oil on. Make sure that glue is dry before you put your oil on, else the glue will go white. And there you are. A cute marble 3D bow using gel polish. The skill level you need to do this is so low, so anybody can do this. Have a little go. Make sure the one thing tips when you do this, get that initial shape right. So when you're doing this bra-like shape or bikini, bubby shape, make sure it's not really round. Some people make the mistake of making it this shape rather than, you know, each section being, can I do it with my hands?
Diamond shape.
Yeah, it's like two soft diamonds. Right, some people think, oh, bikini top, we'll do it like this, like a pair of goggles. No, not like that. So it's really important to get that shape correct, else it will throw your bow off, and make sure both of them are as evenly matched and mirrored as possible. Be patient, take your time. The more you do it, the easier it will become to you. But if you struggle manipulating acrylic to make a 3D bow, then this is perfect for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget the products are all in the description box below. Give us a thumbs up. I think this video deserves a thumbs up, a big whacking thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. And hold it and squeeze. Hold and squeeze. Oh no, we're not doing aerobics and stuff, are we? That's what. Do you have to hold and squeeze?
Get up and do a squeeze.
Hold and squeeze and hold and squeeze.
Isn't it squeeze and hold?
And squat.
And squat and squeeze and hold and pulse and oh my god.